What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. What's happening in this episode? I got my notes. My notes is all over the place.
Welcome to the JasVynce show.
Yeah. Welcome to the JasVynce show. What is happening? Okay, for once, all the couples seem to be communicating. That don't happen that often, so I'm very glad that they're doing that. Somebody had sex, y'all. Somebody. We're not gonna talk about who till a little bit. And also, though they're communicating, nobody on this show apparently has ever been in love. Very, very strange. That and much more we will be discussing on a brand new episode of The JasVynce Show. What's going on, y'all? My name is Vince.
I'm Jasmine.
And today we're talking about Married at First Sight episode...
I lost count.
I bet you did.
8?
No, close.
9?
Season 13, episode 9. The name of the episode is Could This Be Love? Probably not, because that... Nobody's ever known what love is, apparently, out of this wonderful group of folks. I don't have the description for y'all today, but basically, the couples have been married for 17 days. Day 17 of marriage. They've been married for half a month, about a pay period or so. You know what I'm saying? Time to
pay period.
Get adjusted and whatnot. And they got to see some questions from the experts, which is always one of my favorite parts because it helps, like... You know, it's like an icebreaker. Yeah, it's like an icebreaker almost. It's like, all right, we need to be talking about these things. So, ease us along, Dr. Pepper or whoever. And also, they had a barbecue at Jose's house, which I thought was kind of dope. All right, but let's get into it. Who are we discussing first? I think I want to talk about Brett and Ryan first today. Can we do that?
What is there to talk about?
Can we talk about it? Can we talk about Brett and Ryan?
He says he's waiting for it to feel something.
Yes. I
think he wants some cheeks.
I agree.
I think he falls in love because women are willing to give him sex quickly.
I don't know about that. I can't say much about his life or his past experience, but he's been in love very quickly. As soon as 24 hours, and he definitely expects to be able to fall in love in 8 weeks. So I thought that was pretty dope. But as most guys in this experiment are, you know, you're being forced into a situation, so you don't feel the spark right away. And it's gonna take a while for, you know, guys to get into that, that fairy tale feeling that you think you're gonna feel, and so be it.
But that's not realistic, and I think that's the issue. Is people think marriage is like a fairy tale and fireworks. People named Johnny.
We're not even on them yet. Dang, girl.
Fireworks, spark. Like, a lot of marriage is the opposite. It's like, you annoying the hell out of me today, but I'm still gonna love you until I feel the fireworks and the spark again. You know? I guess so. Anywho, folks, the episode started with them, just to jump around real quick, because I didn't get much from them. The only note that I have mainly was that I did think it was really sweet that Brett, 9 episodes in, still can't remember the difference between the names. Brett had a stack of index cards filled out with things that she appreciated about Ryan. And while they were playing Jenga, and I don't remember what the rules were, but I think every time he had to take a Jenga block, he also had to take a card, and it was stuff like, oh, your muscles, or how you appreciate me, the way that we communicate, and it was like the full stack of like index cards. Like, she went to the store, got like the 150 pack, and then wrote 150 things. Like, I was like, damn, I don't even know if I got that many nice things to say about Jazz, and I've been knowing her for dumb long. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, I kind of feel like, I'm sorry, he at the same time, he was like, damn, I feel like a jerk. Like, I don't really have nothing, you know what I'm saying? So she had lots and lots of things. Of course I would say beautiful, amazing things about you. But like the 50 pack. Give me 150 now.
Like, shoot. The 50 pack. Your hair looks amazing right now. Can y'all appreciate her hair right now? Your skin is very soft. You're amazingly conversational, and you're taking time out of our show right now. Cut out. Okay. All right, now. That's the only thing I had about them. Anything else about Brett and Ryan?
I did like the conversation. I don't know why at the cookout they broke up into the groups. I thought the groups that they broke up into were weird.
It's weird groups.
You had like Rachel, Bao, and Michaela lying about her situation in the kitchen. You had Zach. Who was it? Zach, Johnny, and Ryan, who
Somebody.
they don't talk to each other like that. It was weird.
I just like that all the couples get together and have these conversations, and for once they're all together like they're supposed to be, and they're actually all together.
Right.
And I think Jose or somebody had to say something about that too. Like, yeah, McKayla and Zach, they've been going through it, so you know. So anywho,
no, that was Ryan that said that.
It was Ryan that said it.
But anyway,
Ryan.
So Gil was telling Brett that she should tell everything that she was saying to them to Ryan. Like, she needs to, you know, hear how he feels. Like, she made it sound like he hasn't said about like how he feels towards her at all. And after that 150 cards,
you should feel like a jerk.
Yeah.
You should feel like a jerk.
Because I feel like during the honeymoon, he was like, "Oh, I like her. I think she's cute. Whatever. She's different than what I normally like." But I haven't really heard him say anything really like super descriptive, I guess. He has very little to say in general, so...
What is his personality like, as Twitter would say?
What did it say? Did it say a red solo cup?
He's a plastic cup with the water leaking out. That's what his personality
Slowly leaking out. He's dry as toast.
There you go. So that should tell you a lot about what you're going to get from him. And I'm just glad that she likes him and that he can put up with it. Hopefully we'll see better from them. Shout out to Ryan and Brett, whoever is who. We'll figure it out one day. All right. I want to talk about Michaela and Zach next because we've seen some very interesting things this time. Talking about Michaela and Zach, they start off the episode. Obviously, everybody knows they've been beefing for so long. So what's happening now is they're reconciling their differences, I guess, and trying to discuss the things that, all right, this set me off before, but I'm hoping that this will be able to work out better for us next time. And for some reason, you know, it could be my male bias, but it really seems like Michaela's just not getting it. It seems like she's really... I
agree with you.
All right.
It's not male bias.
Right. I'm just saying.
I feel like she doesn't take responsibility
she
for
makes
her
this
actions.
face a lot. Like,
it's condescending. I feel like it's very condescending.
And after finally, because we haven't been really watching Unfiltered this season because it comes on an hour after the show as opposed to a half an hour before.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit different, but watch her reactions of the slamming stuff and storming out in the house and her just being like, well, you know, I was mad to say the least, but I'm like, girl, you just look confused. You said embarrassed, maybe.
She looked embarrassed and she was saving face. The whole time on Unfiltered, she was like, right, Jamie? She was trying to get another woman to agree with her.
Jamie and the cosplay.
And Gil and Ryan both like, I ain't saying nothing.
There you go.
Ryan like, well, you didn't slam the door. You closed it slow. I'm like...
What can you say or do with this woman right here? Sorry, black women. I love y'all. We love y'all, but I don't know what's going on. So, our friend Zach had a very interesting analogy about a bee that he used upon Michaela in reference to her conflict resolution issues, saying if he was reading a book, the book symbolizing their marriage, that he was really, really enjoying and wanted to learn more about, again, her and the marriage. And he was sitting under this tree. I guess the tree also technically symbolizes the marriage in some way.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
But the bees, he has a bee that's annoying him while he's trying to read the book, enjoy the marriage. But the bee is a form of conflict that comes up, and it's just not being resolved.
Stung him 3 times.
It's not being resolved the same way. So he's got bees coming out of everywhere, stinging and messing with him and doing all types of, you know.
Don't do this to me.
I'm sorry.
You know how I feel about bugs. Don't do that.
Sorry. Sorry. So she wasn't feeling the analogy. I actually understood it because it's like this problem keeps coming up and nothing can be done about it. But
I think it was the weirdest analogy ever. I get where he was going with it, but it was weird.
Again, maybe it was male bias. I understood it. I was like, I know what you're saying, my brother. But if you would have taken the time, because I think this should be a requirement for being on Married at First Sight from now on.
Yeah.
If you would have taken the time to pick up a copy of Marriage Ain't for Punks by Pastor Calvin Roberson, you would know that leaving the tree and the bees should never be an option. It should never be an option. All right? Even if you're getting stung repeatedly, repeatedly, you got to work out these issues. And now I know I sound like I'm preaching right now, but that is probably one of the biggest takeaways so far. We've only been 2 chapters in. I definitely recommend that book. Anybody interested in being married, you know what I'm saying, continuing to be married, getting married in the future, or just learning about relationships, Marriage ain't for punks, y'all. Leaving should never be presented. It should never be put on the table. And that is something that I feel is very important. So that was where he messed up. So a little bit of a punk move, but
let me get to her.
Yeah, she's not. She don't look like she's willing to.
Somebody tweeted.
She don't look like she's willing to reconcile.
Petty Boy J tweeted, "Never in the history of being black has a person ever gone to investigate where the hive is after being stung by a bee. Take accountability for your actions, Michaela."
Did she?
I thought that was stupid. She said, "Well, if you keep getting stung, maybe you should figure out why you getting stung." I'm like,
buzz.
The issue here is not that she's upset. The issue is the way that she's reacting to being upset. So it's okay to be upset. It's okay to feel a certain type of way about him doing something because you guys are getting to know each other. But it's not okay to blow up.
Don't do
on
it.
Anybody. Just don't do it. Like,
do it.
You're old and you're 30 years old. You should be able to control yourself to a degree. Like, there's going to be something like maybe somebody messing with your kid. You might blow up. I could understand that. But the stuff that he's doing and you just met him does not warrant a blow up.
He's a little sensitive, it seems like, as we get to see him cry. Not super sensitive, but like I feel like he's very self-aware of his emotions and just
he knows what he wants.
There you go.
And that's what is necessary.
Anything else about Michaela and Zach? Because I'm still rooting for the black people.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What you got?
They went on that date finally after they did their reset. They went on the date and went through the questions like, how do you fall in love?
Yes.
Have you been in love before?
Yes,
or whatever?
love the experts provided them with those questions again.
And what did she ask him? She asked him, so what did you ask for in a wife?
Ooh.
And Zach sounded like Porky the Pig stuttering.
Oh, I thought he was going to sound like Mirla.
He was stuttering through that. He was
it wasn't that bad. At first.
He was like,
and then he was waiting to keep the maturity / conflict resolution part for last. He was like, I'm going to keep all my shots. Like, I'm going to list a bunch of things that she actually could be, but then I'm going to let you know at the end that this is the one thing that I need for you to, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know if she necessarily enjoyed that little session right there, but it was relatively informative.
I think it was. What I got from it is Michaela is so crazy. All her exes left before she could fall in love with them. That's all I got from the conversation. Maybe
I'm glad they had that conversation as well. I'm glad they had that.
He's like, so I gotta leave.
So again, neither of them have been in love, which I think is very interesting. Michaela says that there's a chance she could have been, but people happen to move away. And Zach is sure that none of the people that he's ever spoken to, he could have ever had nothing with. So I'm like, so how do y'all get married not knowing what love is? Like, how do y'all decide, like, this is definitely what I want to do?
Who did that last season?
People.
I can't remember. There was somebody that was like,
People.
yeah, I never been in love before. And
People.
I don't know. Ryan.
It was Ryan.
Last season.
Actual, like that Ryan, the other Ryan.
Ryan.
Slickback, New Orleans Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't get it.
All right. Who's next?
We talked about Brett and Ryan. Let's talk about either Rachel. You want to talk about Rachel?
Okay, so this episode they were supposed to organize dates for each other. So Rachel chose to do baby goats yoga.
Interesting.
I thought it was very weird. Okay, so I'm not a yogi. I've never
yogi.
really gotten into yoga, but I thought that it was very weird to be like holding a pose and having a little baby goat lick on you. That's a little weird to me.
Just a little bit.
I thought that was odd.
So goat yoga is a thing.
It is a thing.
Gotta
I
put
know
that out
that.
there.
Yeah.
Goat yoga is definitely a thing. People are really into it for some reason. I thought I had a picture of the goat yoga, but I guess I didn't transfer it. But yeah, people enjoy it. She was way too excited about doing yoga with these goats. And he was just like, what? We about to shoot some skeet?
You could tell he was like,
We camping? What's happening? Like, let me know. So,
he was a good husband.
Apparently, he was being a very good husband, being supportive. He was very cute with the goats. Apparently, she loved that about him and thought that he would be a good father from holding an animal. But I get it. I get it. They were baby. Yeah, they were. The lady was like, "Oh, none of them are more than 2 weeks old." She goes, "Ah!" Like, what? Why I want these baby goats just on me like that? I don't know. That's something that she was excited about. But yeah, I thought they were dope. They did the exercise. I literally have no notes about them aside from the fact that when they got into chatting. Well, first off, they set off the the barbecue. So shout out to them. Looked like they had some fire.
I got some stuff.
Some fire grilling going on there. Apparently, Mirla is never going back to their house because it's in the middle of nowhere. But
before the cookout,
in talking about,
to the cookout,
I was gonna talk about in talking about their questions that they asked.
Yeah.
Where she admitted that she has cheated in the past.
She admitted that on the boat ride when they played Never Have I Ever.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
But they never got. I guess they got into it more and more, and I guess that's gonna be a big issue because he seems like he's very sensitive about that. So.
Because he's been cheated on. I could see how somebody would cheat on him, to be honest.
I forgot, yeah.
Because he seems very, like, controlling, and insecurity will get you cheated on.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm just saying.
Nah.
But anyway, so she was talking to him about, like, listening more. Because he talks so damn
He's a blabbermouth.
much. Even, like,
Big blabs.
At the cookout, you could see everybody was, like, dozing off from him talking. I'm just like... He just like to hear himself talk. It's bad.
It's hot.
So basically, for their date night, she came home with pizza, and he's like, "Oh, we're gonna make coasters." Absolute worst date ever. Don't do that. Don't do that. Buy coasters. Do not. That's not cute. It's not a good date. It was a horrible idea. She said she would have went to Target. I was right with her.
Hey.
So anyway, they were talking about. Have they been in love before? Whatever. And she obviously has been in love before. And he said he's never been in love.
Most of them haven't.
Or did she say she said, I thought I was? Because I realized that when you be in love in the moment, you be swearing you in love, and then you meet Vince and you like, I was not in love before. Like, it was not the same at all. So, yeah. Shout out to you.
Shout out to me. And you too.
Thank you. I'm here all week.
Yeah. Ain't got no choice.
So he brings up the fact that he dated a woman for 4 years.
Yeah.
But he never loved her.
I thought that was interesting.
Because he made it seem like it was because she had kids. I thought that was weird. I felt like he was a side dude. That's my personal opinion.
It's very possible.
And she probably was with the baby daddy, and he was Mr. Jose that come take her out here and there.
It's very possible.
That's just my personal opinion. I don't know. But anyway... So, to the cookout, what happened?
Did you want to talk about them specifically at the cookout? Because I just was going to go over.
Everybody was betting on who was going to say I love you first.
Okay. And who did everyone bet?
Mostly Johnny.
Hey, there we go. Nice segue into our next couple. Because we can continue to talk about the cookout throughout. Because there was some stuff that happened there.
It wasn't really nothing.
But Bow and Johnny, we hear. First thing I got about them is that they was smooching.
They was smooching.
It is smooching. They was having a good time. Lots of kissing going on. Somehow the kissing turned into an argument. It looked like they were working into some things. Her speaking about him getting hot-headed about things, and she's like, well, let me...
What was he upset about?
Because she asked him, and y'all love to do this too, she asked him, she was like, so, last time on Married at First Sight, she had to get the Pastor Cowboys, she was like, it seemed like you were having some issues with commitment, like you said you had a lot of thoughts going through your head, and he was like, I wasn't trying to talk about this, but, so he got into it and, just let out some of his insecurities and reasons why he feels about how he feels. And the second she said, well, anytime we discuss this, you get hot-headed. He's like, oh, well, I just don't. I'm like, bro, that's exactly.
Yeah, why would
that's
you do
exactly what she's talking about.
Said?
So once again, I'm sure there's a chapter in Marriage Ain't for Punks about this, but I'm just noticing Johnny's getting real, like, you got to talk through these things, man. Very, like we said last time, very punkish activity. Like, don't just be confronted with things and immediately go into like defense mode. Like, talk these things out, and also leaving should not be on the table. That's all I gotta say, y'all. Should not.
Thank you for that nugget.
Now,
sir.
His issue is that they keep getting into the same arguments over and over and over again. Eventually, skipping ahead, they had the questions about the experts talking about. It led to them talking about hentai. Apparently,
what's hentai?
Hentai is like anime porn. Which I thought it was funny because he said that's how he learned about sex, and she knew. Jazz didn't know what it was. Bao knew what it was. She knew what it was, so I'm sure because her little nerdy ass, there's a chance, especially with that Kama Sutra book from last time, there's a chance that she might have been into some hentai too, so that might have got something sparked. And And then she started talking about how she feels about him because of the questions. And she admitted again, oh, it's like a school crush, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, you gotta stop. You gotta stop saying like that. Like, I think he felt like that's very young-minded, but also he was flattered. Yeah. He was a little bit flattered. You could tell that he was flattered.
Yeah. She said, I feel like middle school or something.
Yeah. Don't say middle school, though.
I was like, we 35 years old.
Don't do that.
Middle school, though.
But after they got those questions about that stuff, there was some actual bow taking place directly after that. We smashing up in here. What'd you call it? The booty pop? What'd you call it?
What?
What do we say? You've been saying it all day today. What is it called?
It's the booty. Oh, it's the booty pop pump.
There you go.
It's the booty pop pump.
There was some booty
pop pump.
Shout out to Tony Baker. There was some booty pop pumps taking place in this house, and now we all buddy. Now she's open. They
was kissing.
She was the big spoon. They was slobbing. She's all nerdy and giddy, which he didn't usually like, but he's putting up with it now because
he getting some cheeks.
Because he got some of them bows. So now they out here having bets on, all right, if you can shoot this many targets, then we'll do what I want to do in the bedroom, and if I lose, then you do. How do they get to play bedroom games and stuff now?
No, like, that's too much. I feel bad for Bao. Because you gave him sex once. Now he wants sex every single day.
That's how we are.
We're working adults. Who got time for that?
I don't know what to say. We're men. Anywho, I enjoyed that they were becoming closer. I'm glad that they did get to, consummate the marriage. Maybe or maybe not, as she said. But I'm glad they're cool. Obviously, everybody still has stuff to work on, but I'm glad that, it was, call it unorthodox, call it a spur of the moment thing. I hope that doesn't, like, now that they have had sex, that is not, something that is, like, really holding them back from each other. I hope they're still able to communicate and so on and so forth. Anything else about Johnny Bao?
Bao's bar date thing was cute.
Oh, yeah.
It was really cute with the darts.
Oh,
and
no.
all the mini beers.
Yeah. I thought you was talking about the little art thing that they did.
That was cute, too.
They did a little painting.
Paint and sip. It was cute. Can you move the thing off your face?
I'm sorry.
We want to see you.
I'm back here behind the Bao.
Yes.
Bao.
Okay, baby.
Bao.
All right.
Peep how they had they shit to the side too. Like that was gangster. That was pretty gangster. All right. Anywho, that was all I had about Bao and Johnny. I think they got some work to do still. They gonna see some stuff. Gil and Mirla E. Gil is the last couple I have. I don't have nothing to say about them.
I have.
Except for she's still bougie. I feel like they've had great conversation this episode.
I see a spark with them.
It still fluctuates. I feel like the way the episodes are edited, they always show like them, kind of being ticked off about something, then them really enjoying like a conversation.
Yeah.
And then at the end, it's like, I really don't like this about you. I feel like that's how the editing goes for them.
I feel like their conversations are really like I said, cute banter.
Yeah. They both
and
like
they poke
joking.
Fun at each other.
They both like joking. Clearly.
I feel like you have to be comfortable to do that.
Yeah.
And I do see like them touching more, like her like leaning into him and stuff more. I can't see that. Sorry. Right. But so anyway, where was I at? You just
Mirla E. Gil. Anything else? I don't have nothing else to say about them because I feel like they've been sorry, the day Gil get another piece of cheek. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I feel like they've been very, very consistent in like, oh, I like you. Oh, I don't like you. Oh, this is bougie. Oh, you are cheap and I don't like this. And you know what I'm saying?
What I wanted to talk about was Mirla was saying she wanted a brunch husband. Is what she said.
That is something to discuss. I feel like Gil has an issue that I feel like a lot of men also have, where you see the woman that you're with and you're like, do you care about me? Do you need me? Or did you just want a warm body here so you could take pictures with? Why
would you think it has to be a warm body though?
He said a silhouette. He used the word silhouette.
Yeah, but why would you think it would have to be a silhouette?
Because first off, in this situation, I can understand why he would say that, because she literally would get married to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Obviously,
as would he.
experts put together, obviously, but he was really concerned of, like you said, he wanted to feel needed. He wants to know that, oh, you picked this restaurant so me and you could have a good time, not so you could come and have me take boomerangs of you with the drinks. That's what he doesn't feel like he's part of the equation for real. Especially since he ain't getting no cheek. I was referring to actual cheek, not.
I don't know that I see that, honestly.
She don't really seem like she care about him at all.
I'm sorry.
I'm sure he gets more love from his dog.
But I got to play devil's advocate.
Go ahead.
Because as somebody that's a little bit more reserved with affection and stuff like that, like Mirla is, I'm not like that now. Not that bad, but but as somebody that's more reserved, I'm watching her mannerisms and the way that she like converses with him and entertains him and genuinely laughs at the stuff that he says. I see from her perspective
I'll give her that.
I think he's growing on her. It's not that she thought he was handsome, but she's trying to figure out who he is and how he wants to present in the relationship and in the marriage. And they're actually having the conversations about what each of them expect.
They are having the conversations. I don't think she looks like she's willing to budge on anything, though. It looks like for him, he's like, all right, I'll put up with this. I don't normally do this, but also making it known, which is kind of annoying. But for her, it looks like I'm not doing that. Like, for everything.
I agree with that. I can see that.
There we go.
But also, you're 35. You've been doing what you do for the longest.
There we go.
So I don't expect somebody that's 35 to be like, yeah, I'm down to do the complete opposite of what I've been doing for the past 35 years. No, I don't.
There you go. I have nothing else to say about any of these couples. I'm exhausted.
You exhausted?
From watching this 2-hour episode. It was amazing. I'll start with Miller and Gil this time.
You're going to be exhausted next week when you see all that stuff we saw in that preview.
See, stuff like that excites me though, actually. Just because I'm like, oh, we got more to talk about. But this is a chill episode.
It said whatchamacallit called her husband a different name.
I'm looking forward to that.
Why?
I'm really
why are you smiling?
Because they made it mad more dramatic.
You know it's not gonna be that.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's mad more dramatic than it has to be. Even with the whole cheating thing, with the preview, it was like, all right, I got drunk, and then it happened. We're like, wait.
I was like, hold on, what?
Exactly. What's
it?
Years ago. Anywho, this is week 9. Last week he gave Mirla E. Gil a 6.5. How you feeling this week?
I'm giving them a 7.
Wow. I'm glad.
I feel good about them. I know, I feel like I'm one of those people that I don't believe that, in order to start a relationship, it has to be first, super physical. I believe in, having a friendship and establishing a friendship connection and then gradually moving to, more intimate sexual things. I don't think that jumping in bed and kissing and being on top of each other immediately, makes it be longevity. I don't think that has to exist in the same space. I feel like you can take your time and gradually get there. Karen and Miles, gradually get there, and it can provide longevity because you have that foundation.
I think so.
I think that's what people are overlooking. She's not kissing him. She's not doing this. She don't have to do that.
I need more love.
Just because you're married does not mean that the man owns your body and you have to give him and he has to give you something immediately because you're married. I don't believe that.
Okay. They do need more love though. Brett and Ryan, we gave them a 6.5 consistently the last 2 weeks as well. How you feeling this week? I was considering giving Mirla and Gil another 6.5, but I was thinking more 7 because I feel like they're working. Yeah. I kind of want to give them a 7 as well.
I want to give them a 6 actually. I'm going to tell you why. I just remembered that Ryan said that in his past relationships, it could have been love, but he held back until the last minute.
He did.
And I feel like he's kind of doing that now. Brett is definitely at least trying to put forth effort. She's definitely trying. And he's not meeting her halfway all the way. Yeah, I don't think that he's putting in as much effort as he can be.
Yeah, I feel like he's dipping his toe in the pool a little bit and then still like, all right, but if you know you fall in love easily, maybe he's trying to hold back those feelings to not just like jump into everything.
But you're married.
But you are married. It's part of the experiment.
Why not? You're
That's
married.
one thing I do want people to understand. Like, if this is the experiment that you're going through, you have to treat it as such and act accordingly, you know? But, you know, people still treat it like, oh, I'm on a weird first date that I'm forced into. So
yeah, that's the issue.
It's not how it's supposed to be, y'all. If you're gonna take it seriously, then take it seriously. Shout out to these experts, man. Let's talk about Johnny Bow Bow. Bow Bow.
Oh, they getting it in, so they good now.
Bow Bow.
At least for a little while, they good.
You gave them a 4. I gave them a 6 last episode. How are you feeling now? Maybe 6.5 for together. Like, they're looking okay. I'm glad they're talking about the things that they're talking about.
I'll give them a 6.
I'm glad.
Just because they having sex is not resolving the issues for me.
Absolutely doesn't. And I kind of already could, like, even again, like I said, the whole betting on what's happening in the bedroom. It was very frat guy of Johnny.
Yeah.
Oh, so if we do this, then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
it wasn't cute. It wasn't attractive.
To her it was, though. That's all that matters. That's
because she wanted to give him the cheeks regardless.
You know what? I've after watching this, I really feel like she really did, and I don't know what she was waiting for. Maybe because he kept putting out that he was feeling weird about it. So
I think that the real deal is she started washing her pooms.
That too.
And she started feeling herself a little bit, and she started differentiating between the giddy like schoolgirl bow and the bedroom bow.
Bedroom bow.
Yes.
She took a shower bow.
That made all the difference.
You got to get up in there and take that shower bow. If you don't take a shower bow, then you know what I'm saying?
I'm done with you.
Now, let's talk about our favorite couple. I can't even say that anymore.
Who's our favorite couple?
I don't know, because she's scaring me, yo. McKayla and Zach. We also received a 4 from Jasmine last week and a 6 from Vince. How we feeling this week?
I'm giving them a 5. Damn. It's 50-50 that they're going to make it right now.
Right in between. It's looking a little scary right now. I will hold on to that 5 because it's right in between our 2 scores from last week. I'm not too mad about that, and even just the fact that I have this clip of them saved in my computer. I'll get a clip of everybody doing something funny once in a while. I like this one though. This is one of my favorite clips from now on.
I'm sure you'll.
All right. Let's see. We got one more couple. Is Rachel E. Jose. They're still the most lovingest couple so far, even though we got some emotions and stuff coming up. They shared their house. She said the thing that I really enjoy when couples say, or individuals, oh, I've never felt this way about someone so fast in a relationship. And I love when people say that stuff. Like, I mean, but
that's
honestly,
so cliche.
when you locked
Everybody
up in when you spend that much time with somebody, you're bound to like enjoy somebody's company after a while. But Rachel and Jose, they managed to get a 7 from us last week.
I still think they get a 7.
They stay in that 7. I'm not mad.
He need to learn how to listen and shut up.
We're going to work on it, y'all. We're going to work on it. But folks, please take the time to drop those comments in the chat there. Let us know how you feel about these couples. Feel free to rate them out of 10.
We finished everybody?
That was everybody. I was trying to fly through this show right here. If there's anything that we might have missed, please let us know in the comments. We always respond back. Don't forget to hit us on Instagram and
Twitter.
And Twitter. We tweet live, or Jasmine mostly tweets live during the show, so you can tweet with us. Follow us on Twitter. We'll respond to your tweets on there as well. Of course, always make sure that you
like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes, hit the red button that says subscribe, the little thumbs up thingy, hit the little bell if you want to too, so you know when we upload a brand new episode. We've been doing consistently on Wednesday night as well too.
It's been working better.
High five, Jasmine Show. All right, but folks, thank you to all of our subscribers. I saw we got a couple more subscribers. We're getting closer and closer to 200. So please. Take the time to share this with your friends. Let everybody know, what we doing over here. I'm trying to get our little subscribership up and, all that good stuff. But, I think that is it for this brand new episode of The JasVynce Show. I'm Vince.
I'm Jasmine.
And we hope you had a great time. Everybody enjoy the rest of your evening. Peace.